Wargamer 101 here with the second in the series of Gary Grigsby's War in the East video after action reports, turn 20, the start of turn 21. As you can see by the little gray mess on the screen, the Russian Rasputitsa has arrived, i.e., the Sea of Mud. Nothing is moving. Combat values have gone to crap. So we will go through, this one's not going to be very long because you will be able to see the progress from turn 10 to turn 20. So stalemate again with the Finns, not a big deal. Here we up in the Leningrad district, we have been pushing here towards Pushkin and this hill here at Krasnogarvodsk. So these hills right here are key, and this hill here is very key for the defense of this northern edge of Leningrad. So as you can see, we've taken Novgorod. We're holding this line here, even though he's pushing a little bit here, and it doesn't look, I should be able to hold for a little while here, but if he brings any more troops in, it's going to be done, so all right, down here towards Army Group Center, I've been pushing towards the river and the Volga River here, the upper extremes of the Volga River that come out of the Valdai Hills, which are right here. And I'm holding this line. I'm going to push them back probably once the frost hits. I've taken Rezev right here, and I've taken Vyazma. And as you come to, and you see, I'm only 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm only 90 miles from the outskirts of Moscow. So tantalizingly close. But the way is going to be paved with bodies and blood. It's not going to look pretty. Plus, I still have to survive the winter. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, as we come down the line here, I've taken Bryansk. As you can see, I have pushed forward pretty good. I just don't have the troops in this area to have a solid line. It's that bad. Especially here from between Bryansk and Chernigov, I am bare bones hanging in the wind. It's not good. And I bet you he's going to counterattack here come the wintertime. And I'm going to have to be sure and be able to pull back and keep my line as straight as possible. Now, here in Kiev and Army Group South, we've got the river line. We're holding the river line, holding the river line, holding. Like I said, not a lot happening because of the mud. And I don't know how many turns the mud is going to last. Probably 4 or 5 turns at least. We're just going to sit here. So basically for 4 or 5 turns, I'm going to try to reorganize and make sure all my defenses are as good as possible and build my railroads as much as possible. So I'm being in supply. There is one thing about the mud. The mud cuts supply down like crazy. Like sometimes you have to have your HQ right next to the units that are under it to get proper support. The mud is that bad. All right, so you can see from, I have partisans there and there. They're partisans. I've got security troops. They'll move around. But as you can see, my green dots here are converted railways. So I'm all the way to Odessa, all the way over here to, what is that? That's, oh, won't tell me what it is. It's the city. There's the city. Nikolaev, and I've got it all the way up here to Kirovgrad. No, Krivoy Rog. Ooh. Okay, I haven't taken Dnipropetrovsk or Zaporizhzhia yet, but I'm hoping to take both of those so I can stay behind the river. As you can see, I'm moving up here to put the my supply line right behind the river, and my other construction units are basically filling in. As you can see, they're slowly moving towards Kiev, and they're actually not doing too bad a job. I'm moving through the swamp, not too bad there, and all of this middle section in here is getting there. But as you can see, once we get past Smolensk and Mogilev, the rail line has not been converted, so um, it's going to be tight for supply there. This middle section in here hasn't been done yet, but I do have heading up towards Veliky Luki, getting closer, so this part of the front will have supply, and this part of the front is all supplied. Not bad at all. Now, um, what else can I tell you here? It's terrible. The mud is just bad. I mean, look at all the mud. I mean, the mud goes all the way back. I mean, it's like it sucks all the combat value and combat factors out of your units. It's like no one attacks anybody during during the the mud. It's just your Panzer tanks and your tanks and your horses and everything are just, hip deep in mud. And there's just not a lot you can do about it. And because Russia had so many few paved roads, the only true movement of any efficiency is rail movement. So you can see how that is. I don't know what's going to happen the next 10 turns, but I know the winter is coming. I know I'll get a couple of turns of frost. I'll be able to kill some units with regular combat values, but then he will counterattack with a vengeance. And the first winter in this game is brutal. You got to be super careful and super defensive. So, um, so I'll pull back here a little bit, give you a better. This is a little better view of the whole area of like Army Group North. You can see not a bad line, not a great line, not a bad line. The line definitely gets better once you get into Army Group Center right here. And this is 9th Army. 9th Army is pretty strong. But 4th Army definitely needs some help, and I'm going to be sending reinforcements when I get them to help bolster the line. But it's getting the reinforcements, and then they have to come all the way from over here by rail, and it usually takes 2 or 3 turns. So the line along the Dnieper is pretty strong, though he will probably counterattack here too, because he's going to have more than enough troops, because I can't kill anything during mud, or I can wound troops, but I can't kill entire units because I just don't have the combat value. So, um, like I said, we've got partisans that I have to take care of. Fortunately for partisans, I'll show you. All you have to do is go boop, you go boop, and they disappear. So you don't have to do too much to kill partisans. But they can break rail lines and they can be annoying. So you might be in supply one turn and all of a sudden, boom. So getting these secondary rails done, in all these areas, like from here to Mogilev and stuff like that, very important just in case he jumps in and maybe this hex here cuts that rail line. There's all your supply to the front pretty much absorbed, gone. So again, a short video today for turn 20, or just to give you an update. I'll be doing another update on turn 31 at the start of turn 31, and that should be deep into winter time, and so it should be very ugly. And yes, the Russians will strike back. So thanks for watching this AAR after action report, video after action report. Very nice, very nice. This has been Wargamer 101 Bruce, and if you like the video, press the like button. Subscribe if you want to subscribe, if you want to see some more. And I will see you on the flip side.